Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Madden 18 tip video. And today, guys, we are inside the Ravens defensive playbook. So, guys, as you guys know, yo, what is going on, YouTube? Yo, what up? Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Madden 18 tip video. And today, everyone, we are inside the Ravens defensive playbook. So you guys already know this book, absolutely amazing. Ton of guys have made stuff on this book already. So basically, I'm in here. I'm going to show you guys something amazing right out of this Ravens book. And I really hope you guys do like this book. I'm going to come out with, for you Steelers playbook guys, I'm coming out with a play out of the Steelers book because some guy wanted it in my comments, and I'll hit him up with that. I will also, very soon, I will hit up the Dolphins offensive playbook to show you guys because it is a really good book. Like I said, even though not a lot of formations or plays, it has some very golden plays in there and is one of the best books this year. Yeah, last year was bad average, but this year, definitely, Dolphins stepped up their game, man. I'm not in real life, though. We all know that Mr. Jay Cutler's not doing too well. But, yeah, boys. Anyway, though, Ravens defensive playbook right here, guys. So, basically, we're going to be running a cover 2 today, but it's a little bit different. This is how a lot of pro people set it up here. So, this is basically a cover 2. Where's the cover? Okay, it's right there. Cover 2 sync. Now, what you want to do here, I flip this here. I would have your best pass rusher rushing here, like, you know, have your best guy, like, I would have a fast guy here, your fastest guy. I don't know how fast Matthew Judon is, so have your fastest guy blitzing, and then Terrell Suggs over here is going to be just in a regular zone. So, because usually you're going to man this guy up right here, this guy right here, Matthew Judon. You're going to man him up sometimes, at least that's what I do, at least that's how you should run this. So, have your fastest guy wherever side you're blitzing from. I'm just going to flip it here because, this guy, you want this guy right here, CJ Mosley, to be your fastest guy. I don't know how fast. He's got like 84, 85 speed. So I'm going to be using him today. So basically, guys, your middle linebacker, the outside right here, your outside linebacker right here is going to be the guy that you're going to be using. And if you flip it, then he's going to be playing in the middle of the field. So you're going to have to be using this guy, Camellia Correa, if you're going to be keeping the play normally. So right here, we're just going to flip it just so it's easier, just so I don't have to make too many adjustments. And right here, boys, safeties, I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Put some nice guys in the flats, like some nice corners in the flats. Some guys that are really big, like, you know, Jimmy Smith, Tavon Young. He's not really big, just some guys who are really nice in the run support, and you will have a nice day out there. Ladarius Webb plays safety, so I mean he was a corner before, but he plays safety now, so he's got to be good right at these flats over here, because these flats, they're just gonna be covering the flats. They're not gonna be manning up on anyone, so remember that they're just playing the flats. So that's basically it, boys. And right here, the reason I run cover 2 sync, boys, we're gonna run this here. We're gonna go against a random gun, and the reason, okay, wait, no, man. The reason you run a cover 2 sync is because you get all 3 options of flats, alright? You get the soft squats, shed underneath. If you guys don't know these adjustments, man, you guys gotta know them, man. I'm gonna show you guys right here, though. But you guys need to know these adjustments. You really do. You shade underneath right here, triangle, right stick down, and then shade over top makes it a cloud flats. Shade underneath makes it hard flats. Triangle, right stick up makes it cloud flats. And if you want to go back to soft squats, just press square and L2. You guys can do it on Xbox. You guys can figure it out. Square is, you know, X on Xbox. You know how it is, boys. But yeah, you can make hard flats, you can make cloud flats, or you can just go normal. So that's why I like cover 2 sync. Plus, you get these quarterback contains on the field too, which this year quarterback contains are really glitchy, guys. So I recommend you guys run them every single play. So just all you need to do, press L2 and press R1 to get your quarterback contains on the field. As you guys can see in the bottom right, that's where quarterback contain is, and you'll have them all the time. So yeah, you can tell the quarterback contains by right here. See how the outside linebacker here, he's got the little it's kind of like a darker red here. And then when I do this here, like now he has a cover quarterback contains. So you guys basically get it here. So right here, boys, this is the play normally right here. I'm gonna go hard flats here. So triangle, shade underneath, and what we're gonna do here, we're gonna move this guy, Camellia Correa. We're not gonna move him here, actually. We're just gonna select him. Middle third of the field. We're going to put him in the middle third of the field, just right here. And that's all you want to do, boys. That's basically it for this coverage. And from here on out, you can man up like Benjamin Watson. You can man up like, you can put Suggs on someone. Suggs is not really too fast, so I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna put Judon on Benjamin Watson, and this works pretty nicely, boys. Sometimes I would not even move Camellia Correa just to confuse the user a little bit. Maybe like move on the D-line a little bit, pretend like you're D-line user, and then quickly switch to the linebacker here. But you guys get it here. Sometimes, actually most of the time, I like to shade outside. So triangle and right stick outside, right stick to the right, which shades outside, because sometimes people will put like guys like Jerry Macklin and, you know, Brashad Perriman. They'll put guys on a little fade routes here, and they'll burn you over top. They'll like fade glitch you, they'll pass lead to the outside, they'll get a huge gain, about 20 yards right there, 30 yards even, and sometimes they'll even burn you deep. So make sure you guys shade outside for most cases. You know, sometimes you don't need to, but most of the time I would recommend you do that. And basically, boys, right here you see your run fits here. See your corners do play the run fits a little bit, so it's kind of nice, you know, kind of nice outside runs. He's your force guy, so he goes all the way on the outside just to stop the run. So you guys get it. He's your cutback guy. See the C over there? That means cutback, and same for this side. So basically, we're gonna run the play here, and this is all you want to do here. Just gonna run the play just like this. You want to cover the flats, and right. I mean, we didn't cover the flats, but you guys basically get it right there. Looked pretty nicely. So we're just gonna go over right here. We're gonna see what you know, what's his face, the Camellia Correa, because in a cover 2, you know, not everyone is gonna you know that. I mean, and I mean, the weakness of a cover 2 is the deep blue here. Like the middle field's wide open on the cover 2. So like if Matthew Judon, I think he was actually supposed to be man up on him. I don't know what. I know he actually wasn't man up. So if I manned Matthew Judon up on him, he would have been covered all the way up the field with Benjamin Watson. So that was even nice. They just ran verticals here. So Ladarius Webb covered Mr. Jeremy Macklin. See right here, they can fade glitch you and just throw the ball right outside to this you know, tender spot of the field, and then you get a huge gain. So you make sure you want to shade outside, because if they would have threw it here, they would have probably got picked off. Jimmy Smith is a pretty tall corner and pretty athletic as well. He's a big boy, man. He's a pretty solid corner in the NFL right there. But they threw it to the flats here, and they gained a total of, I don't even think, 1 yard right there. But basically, boys, you know how you can see your opponent's last play, right? So your opponent's last play, they're not going to know. They're going to be like, oh, he's running a cover 2, but he had one guy. Like, they won't know. They think you're still running a cover 2, and they'll try to burn you deep with a cover 2 beater. But then again, you have this guy right here, Camellia Correa, who's playing a deep blue. So just remember that, boys. Just remember that. I would have a pretty athletic linebacker here, like for Camellia Correa, because Mosley, I would have your most athletic guy as your user, and then I would probably have a pretty athletic guy here as well, because you want some guys to be fast, very athletic. You can also move your safeties outside, like Weddle here, Tony Jefferson here. Just move them all the way out here if you want to. I don't really like it too much, but that's basically all you gotta do, boys. And it looks so wide open in the middle of the field, but that's how I run it sometimes. Right there, instant freaking blocks. Is that Michael Pierce or someone like that? But basically, boys, you can also base the line and press, which is how I like to do it a lot of the times. And like I said, you can just double tap R1, and then you can put Camellia Correa on a what's it called here? You can't even put him on that. You have to put Mosley on that though. So if you baseline and press, I forgot, you can only put Mosley on that. So that's why I say, but have both of them be pretty athletic for this reason right here. And right here, like I said, shade outside just so they don't burn you deep or something like that. And yeah, but that's basically it right here. And that's all we got to run. And we just got to cover our zones in the middle. You know, you can man up your guy right there. But you guys basically get here. I've literally not even had the experience of run play in this whole freaking video yet, which is kind of crazy. But as you guys can see right there, I'm going to show you guys over top just real quick what they were trying to do here. See right here, pretend it's like a user, right? They see you in cover 2 a lot, right? And what are they going to try to do here is they're going to try to bring you over top. They see you're in a cover 2. Usually a lot of guys, this outside receiver will be running a streak, and this inside receiver will be running a post. The outside receiver, you know, he'll take the cover 2 over here, he'll take one safety over here, and then the other safety will be on this side of the field, and then that leaves the post wide open over the middle if the user can't cover that. So that kind of sucks sometimes, but right here they just left this guy on a deep post here, Jeremy Macklin, and right here, as you guys can tell, Eric Weddle was not covering that. He does not have the speed to keep up with Jeremy Macklin, at least not in the game. And then you had your boy Tony Jefferson, who's also very slow. He was being covered by Mr. Benjamin Watson out here. So, but as you guys can tell right here, you had your boy C.J. Mosley right in the middle of the field. So if they threw it, your boy, don't call for the ball. I don't know what he's doing. C.J. Mosley, he would have came down with that right there. He would have got a pick. So I'm just saying to you guys, this is a really solid defense. Oh my God, look at what they're running here. Quick tip, boys. Base the line. That's all you got to do in a cover 2 right here. Base the line. That's all you got to do right here. Baseline and press. That's what you gotta do if they're running what's it called here. And I would like to shade underneath as well. Baseline press and then shade underneath, because they may run some screens underneath. So you guys basically get it here. Really simple if they're running this bum defense, bum offense, I should say. I would not, like, a lot of guys like you know, pinching their line. I don't recommend that because it's like sometimes you're gonna go off sides and that really sucks. So just a quick tip here for you guys. I was gonna make a video on this, but I was like, nah, fam. See right there what they're running. Yeah, it's not good. Can we get a sack? I don't know what he's just laying on the ground right there. I don't know what he's smoking. But you guys basically, they would not have this much time in the pocket with 3 blockers. Can you believe that? That was actually pretty retarded, man. I don't know what was happening there, but that was a sack. We all know that, boys. So right here, just one more time, let's put him there. Baseline pressing, I don't know. You can do it if you want. It's just an option. And then shade outside, and we're gonna call cloud flats. But cloud flats are really glitchy this year, and we're actually gonna man up Terrence West with Matthew Judon there, and that's all we're gonna do. And sometimes you can spread the D line, you know, get some outside nice little cheap block sheds. You know, not really cheap, but you get some nice block sheds. See right there, he's manned up Matthew Judon, and right here they're gonna get something good here. But actually, they're not. All right, I see. See right there. If you spread the D line, they're on what's it called there. It's gonna be really nice for y'all. And look at this, guys. Like, this is dumb right here. They just keep running this. We're gonna run it one more time. This is all we're gonna do here, boys. So let them call the play here, Mr. Flacco. He's gonna do play action once again. Not even gonna run the ball, and then he's gonna throw it up to Eric Weddle, who's gonna pick it off because he's a GOAT, man. And we're gonna run it against Tampa 2 one more time. The Tampa 2 in a normal coverage here. So right here, middle third. Mosley, just use him. You can also man up Suggs on Macklin or someone slower, not anyone pretty fast. You can't man him up. Actually, I wouldn't even man him up here because he has no you know, no guy to man up on. You can also put him in a hard flat sometimes because you know, you can be on the shade underneath and then call a hard flat. So you want to have a hard flat and a cloud flat here. That'll cover the whole sideline there the whole time. So he's covering the hard flats there. Other guys covering the cloud flats, even though it looks the same. And right here, you just put your boy Matthew Judon in a vertical hook if you want. Something like that, boys. You basically get it. And right here, we're just going to call the play. They're going to call the play. And Terrence West is motioning out. And then right here, just cover the middle of the field. That's why you want someone athletic. And right there, Tony Jefferson's going to pick that off. Like, a lot of times, guys will throw it up just like that, and they will not be successful because if you have some athletic safeties, like Tony Jefferson ain't fast, boy. Neither is Eric Weddle. 86 speed, 83 speed right here. Not good, but they still are getting picks, as you guys see. So if you guys have some guy like Adrian Amos back there, see, Camille Cray even plays it back there in a Tampa 2, but sometimes it don't work. So you guys basically get there. He dropped the pass there. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on the button, subscribe to the channel if y'all want to do, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.